Okay, great. I'm doing a test of my Mevo, going live to my YouTube and just trying to see what kind of audio I have. Okay, I think I'm okay now. I did an update. I've got YouTube, this Mevo, and I did an update, and I've had problems, which a lot of people has had problems with this Mevo, and it's really best to be able to use it on an iPhone. I updated my Android, and they recently had an update, I think, to 9.0. It was on 8.0, but now it's on 9.0. Okay, good. Now it's on 9.0. And when I went to use my Mevo, um, it wouldn't it wouldn't load. It just kept spinning. I uninstalled the app, and we got a user group that I'm a member of, and a lot of people are having problems with the Mevo. Mevo, they came out about 2 years ago, which was great. When they first came out, everything was always getting improved, always getting improved. It was very grainy. As you can see now, the grain is gone. Uh, Grain, I mean, was really snowy, and now it's not. It's not as bad right now. So they each time they were getting better and better and better, but they came out really quick. But live streaming is really taking off, and a lot of people come out with new products, and if they test them for like 2 years, then that's another time for somebody else to come out with a product. So they pretty much get the product out and do updates as the product is out. But Mevo, uh, they came out, which this right here is really meant for a conference where it's maybe 6 or 7 people sitting at a table, and then you can switch uh, pretty much from one person to the next real quick. I mean, a real quick switch, like you have like 5, 6 different cameras. So that was the advantage with Mevo. That's what I saw when I first saw this, which I looked at an advantage right there. Someone having a conference, that type of thing, opposed to having 4 or 5 cameras and all the cameras uh, had needed camera operators. Well, this doesn't need a camera operator. So that's what I saw the advantage of Mevo. So I jumped on it, but when I did, I just wasn't really pleased with the outcome of the Mevo. So, but they kept doing updates. They kept doing updates, and the updates were they were getting better and better and better. But and then all of a sudden, there it is. Then all of a sudden they sold out. Great. Then they sold out. They sold out to Vimeo, and Vimeo is like YouTube. That's great. Vimeo is like YouTube, and they they want people to get join a subscription. It's very hard to if you really don't have a budget to all of a sudden say, okay, I'm gonna buy a subscription. So what they did, they don't let people uh, they don't update a lot of the cell phones, And a lot of people are having problems. Sorry about this. I'm trying to do my adjustments while I hold this phone. A lot of people are having problems. Good, good. A lot of people are having a problem with their cell phones because Mevo wants you to uh, buy a subscription. And me myself, I can't afford to buy a subscription. Now I do have some other live streaming equipment that I use, and I go to YouTube like I'm doing now, or I go to Facebook, which Vimeo has a very good playback. I mean, their playback is 1080p, which is great. Vimeo has been out a long time. It's just that they competing with YouTube. Okay, that's the big problem. They competing with YouTube, and YouTube has so many subscribers that they really don't need to worry about Vimeo. But Vimeo has the same criteria, the same playback that's 1080p. That's different from Facebook. Facebook eventually will come 1080p. 1080p, 720p means when you see it playing back, you see it crystal clear. Okay, which it's kind of hard to see the difference between 1080p and 720p unless you got it side by side. But trust me, I'm really leaning toward 1080p. I'm leaning more toward my YouTube live streaming YouTube. That's why I told you guys to subscribe to my channel so you'll be notified. I guess you were notified when I went live. So Vimeo has bought Mevo, and that's why I'm on now, which is it's a real good piece of equipment, but it's finicky when you have it. It's so many cell phones out there. I mean, there's tons of cell phones, and they really have requirements. And Vimeo says this is the type of cell phone you got to have, and if you don't have it, then but if you go out and buy your Mevo thinking that their cell phone is going to work, Mevo is about $400. You can do your homework on it, but that's kind of costly before you put the horse before the carriage. But if you would do your homework, uh, you will see that you're going to have a newer type phone. Okay, so the older phone you have, it might not work. And then now I updated mine to 9. I mean, I think it's Android 9. No, it might be 11, 9 or 11. Mine won't work on my Android. It won't work on my Android. It did before, but since I did that update now, they will eventually get around to it. I know I'm pretty sure some people that have Sony phones. I got a Sony phone, or maybe they just gonna update the with the with the phones with the recent update that Android had for 11.0. No, I think it's 9.0. Yeah, 9.0. iPhone has the 11.0. They just did update to 11.0. So people be able to use their cell phone. I read the reviews because I'm a member of the group. People are very frustrated, very, very frustrated with Vimeo. So Vimeo has a lot of money on hand, and they're going to wait us out to see how many subscriptions people are going to get. Now, uh, I have another piece of equipment that that when I purchased it, in fact, I have two pieces of equipment. I've got a couple of camcorders that I purchased where Ustream was I was able to stream to Ustream if I purchased that camcorder. So I purchased the Sony camcorder, and I was able to stream to Ustream. But the problem I was having is I didn't have good internet connection. A lot of places I was out in the field, so that kind of hampered me. So I didn't really get a chance to use it as much as I wanted to, unless I was inside somewhere that had an Ethernet connection. Which a lot of times you're not somewhere where you can have an Ethernet connection. A lot of people have Wi-Fi. They have an Ethernet connection for themselves, and then for everybody else around that's visiting, they have Wi-Fi. Well, I can't go off Wi-Fi because I'm upstream. When you excuse me, when you downloading, that's one thing. When you're watching video or something, that's downloading. But when you uploading, that takes pretty good amount of dedicated, not only speed but dedicated speed. And if you share some with Wi-Fi, you're not going to probably get enough upload speed. So that's the problem that I was having with Ustream. And now all of a sudden, Ustream sold out to IBM. And now Ustream wants you to get, they don't even give you anything free. Ustream used to be free for years because they felt like, mostly corporations was getting it more or less. So they were completely free. Well, Ustream has sold out. Okay, they sold out to IBM, the IBM Cloud. So that's it for that. So now they want you to buy a subscription or you don't even get service. So I've got two pieces of live streaming equipment that I can't use unless I buy a subscription. Now, if I hook a laptop up to it and go on the internet and go a different way, I can have access to it, to Facebook or to YouTube. But a lot of times I don't have time to go out when I'm out in the field to hook up to a computer to be able to use that piece of equipment. So that's not really working for me. I can use it, but I have other ways that I can live stream. I have other pieces of equipment that I can live stream. So I've got two good pieces of equipment. In fact, I got a camcorder that I was just sitting up, uh, logging in on Facebook because I already had put my password. It was pretty good setup. So they had you put your password of your phone into the camcorder, and all you would have to do is say live stream, and that live stream would come into uh, that camcorder. I mean, go out of that camcorder into uh, your phone, which streamed to Facebook, which was great. The problem was I didn't have a good internet connection. See, the thing about it, they've made all this equipment, which is great, and if you uh, really have a business, you're going to invest in that, which I did. But a lot of times you restrict it because you don't have internet access. So if I say, okay, I want to live stream this event, and I get to that event, and that event's going on, then all of a sudden somebody's 300 miles away or across the other side of the world in the military, it starts buffering or spinning. It's not good to me. It's not good to the people that's watching it. So that's the problem that I was having with uh, Ustream and the internet connection. So now Ustream is sold out to IBM, so I can't even use that piece of equipment. Very nice piece of equipment. Two very nice piece of equipment. But I wish that they would do an update to say they do let you stream to Facebook, but it's so many steps you have to use that I'm not really willing. I could do it at in my studio, but other than that, I'm not willing to do that out in the field. I have the other pieces of equipment. So that's what Mevo is doing right now with Vimeo. And a lot of people are going out buying Mevo, which, a lot of people, I mean, I'm in a group where they're all over the world. And a lot of people don't have access that we have in the United States. So when they get access to a piece of equipment like this, and they get access to the internet, people might, I mean, they, they're pretty much going to be ecstatic. So in the United States, we can record from our phones, and a lot of people do that, which uh, you you can, but you have to be real close to your subject if you want to live stream. A lot of people live stream and they're 100 feet, 200 feet away, and they're pretty much just recording just the area. Okay, that's fine. If that's what you want to do. But what you see right now, I'm on my cell phone. with Mevo. Now, I could be further away than this, but the closer the Mevo is to you, but this is a wide, this piece of equipment is very wide. I don't think I can turn my screen around. I don't think it'll let me turn my screen around. I wish it did, uh, but it doesn't. But I'm gonna flip it around right quick, and maybe because this is the my front camera facing. I'm gonna turn around right quick and look at this small skinny thing. In fact, you can just Google it. I'm not gonna turn it around. I'm not gonna turn it around. You can just Google it, and then you'll see uh, what it really looks like. Uh, but I just want you guys to see. In fact, I turned it thinking that I could do it. I just wanted you guys to see. Uh, hear me talk about this piece of equipment and other pieces of equipment that I have uh, that I'm using right now. So, uh, so that's how that goes. That's how that goes. So I just wanted to come on and show you guys exactly what I wanted to do today with my Mevo. So a Mevo is kind of a wide shot that you can go from left to right with it, which is great if you had a panel, that type of thing. So, uh, but nevertheless, if you have it close, I have had it. I can't. Plus, I can hook this up to an Ethernet connection. If you have an Ethernet connection, but the way this is set up, you can't really have it in the back of the room because it's really not going to show that good. But if you have an Ethernet connection uh, on it, and kind of, it's going to pretty much run across the floor or something like that, and you can protect it. You got a great setup. You've got an awesome setup to where you won't have to have a camera like zooming left to right, left to right. And even if you have a person walking, uh, like if they're doing, like if they're in the ministry or a preacher preaching or something like that, and they love to walk, where you could have a static shot where there's a close up, and then you can have a wide shot which you can just flip to it instantly, just like that. So, which is the big plus. So I think this is a good piece of equipment. It's just once if you outdoors with a band or something like that, setting it up for a band, you're going to get a good internet connection outside. And a lot of times, people. In fact, you're going to get a good picture with it outside. On the inside, you have two factors that could kind of cause problems, and one is lighting. You have to have good lighting, and two is your internet connection. So those are the things that hamper Mevo. But the price of live streaming, a professional live stream, is so expensive that people are willing to take uh, a gamble, and that's what I did. I took a gamble on this piece of equipment right here, which I really like it. It if I don't live stream, I can record in 4K. But a lot of people say, well, why are you going to live stream if you, why are you going to live if you can't record in 4K? Well, to upload 4K is you have to have they won't allow Facebook, YouTube, they only allow 1080p, they won't allow 4K. But if you wanted to record like an event straight to the Mevo, you can record in 4K and then take it to the computer, edit it, and upload it or put it on DVD. So you can do it like that, which would which would be great. But this the Mevo is a great piece of equipment, and it's going to get better. They came out with a new Mevo, but it's really the same thing. They're going to eventually change the configuration, the structure of it, and they're going to make it bigger. They're probably going to make it where it's going to be 360, which is because it had kind of a fisheye lens anyway. If you really get a chance to look at it, so they're going to probably eventually make it 360 to where you can interact with the event. You can. kind of just like 360. If you want to look at a 360 picture, you can just spin it, or you want to look at a 360 video, you can spin it. But they're going to eventually make the Mevo like that, which is going to be great. But that's what I wanted to do, was to come on and talk to you guys uh, about the Mevo camera. That's really what I wanted to do. So I'm not gonna hold you guys too much longer. That's gonna be great too. That's great. I really wanted to also make sure that uh, Facebook won't allow you to. You can stream to your website. I can't say that you can't, but YouTube has it to where once you go live, you can automatically go to your website. So I do have it set up. I got me a new website. My web developer Candy, she's great. If you guys need a website, uh, you should really look up Candy. I'll give me a call, or you can text me, or email me or something. You can go to my website, Graphics and More, uh, GRAPHIX, graphicsandmore.com. GRAPHIX, the letter N, more.com. My video plays whenever I go to YouTube. My video automatically plays on my website. And if you go to my website right now, you can see it. It's playing. If you go, it's playing in two. In fact, it's playing in two locations. It's playing in live streaming, and it's playing in 360 videos, which is great. I had it set up like that, so so it'll be playing in two different places. So I just wanted to come on today and kind of explain some things about the Mevo camera. I think the Mevo camera is a great piece of equipment, and I think that it's going to get better. So uh, I'm going to let you guys go, and it'll be on my YouTube channel for those that want to look at it. And I will talk to you guys another time. It probably would be from a different piece of equipment. The Hopefully the audio and video will stay the same. I have to go through a headset with the Mevo, else I have feedback. So I'm just glad that I got this headset handy where I was able to put on that headset. So you guys have a great Sunday afternoon, and may God bless you all.